what the feeling was. But there is no defending Diddy for the video, right? But I'm also admitting that we're also going to be in a time of severe hypocrites. Everybody pointing the finger. A lot of these niggas, they're not pointing the finger because they're not guilty of either said conduct or other type of conduct. They're just saying, whew, thank God it ain't my turn, right? So we'll kind of get into some of that too. But I guess we should probably start first and foremost. And by the way, welcome to everybody on all the platforms. I know we have YouTube online. Salute to the people on the Academy channel. Salute to the people on King Akademiks. We of course got our Twitch busting, and we definitely at home on Rumble and Facebook. I see y'all too. Okay, chat. I was thinking about starting to stream on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who be on TikTok, but probably also like multi-streaming there too.
So stream. I mean, not stream, but TikTok. I thought TikTok was just like a video thing. So now you can go live on TikTok now. That's interesting. I never got into TikTok, man. TikTok just seemed, I don't know, but I don't even have a account on TikTok. I don't know if I'm gonna get on TikTok. I don't know. It's just too damn much going on. I ain't got time. There's YouTube, TikTok, is Instagram, is Rumble, is this and that. God damn.
I'm probably gonna
Facebook
hold off on it just because I do know TikTok's a little bit pussy, like, and they're not ready for certain type of topics that I definitely want to discuss. We're gonna be discussing a lot of these things that aren't the best suited for a platform that's for kitty dances. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I'm holding off on that for now. Regardless, let's get into
TikTok is hella
so Diddy
PG.
uploads yesterday, and actually I'll go to his page. And first and foremost, when I first seen it popped up, I was shocked. But second of all, a couple things also struck me immediately. He didn't turn the comments off, and I was like, okay, did he not turn the comments off? This is probably the thing you want to turn the comments off, okay? And I looked at his other posts, and I was like, oh, okay, he's been keeping the comments on for the most part. But I would think that, you know, given that video, I don't know if this video was meant for sympathy, even though he specifically asked for, he says you don't have to sympathize with me and don't feel sorry for me. But I wonder what was the aim here. We're going to talk about that in a second. But the caption,
I don't know what his aim was right here, because he just should have stayed quiet. Like, this right here just made him look even worse. And I don't think anybody took this apology for what he was trying to put out there. Like, man, people's like, man, shut up, bro. We don't believe you.
he had was, I'm truly sorry. Let me play the video in full, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. This is what he said.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Man, stop.
I'm so sorry.
Stop.
I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Stop.
I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Cap. Guilty.
I'm truly sorry.
Guilty.
Okay.
Guilty.
Let's run this apology back one more time, and then we'll kind of dissect it a bit, and then kind of deal with the fallout, why you did this.
I don't want to hear this shit again.
I mean, he's going through a time where everything he's worked for, his legacy, his career, his possible freedom, is at jeopardy. Okay? This apology video, I was like sincerely confused about, and then really even thinking about the worst moves you could make in the last about 2-3 weeks. I do have to say that this takes the cake from King Combs' pick a sidetrack. Honestly, this 100% just takes the cake, and I'm gonna tell you why. What is an apology if you don't acknowledge it, what you're apologizing for or who you're apologizing to? And that's one of the things I noted instantly when I heard this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm sorry.
He didn't say nothing about what he actually did. He didn't talk about the actual action, and he didn't apologize to the person who he did it to. So this was nothing but a publicity stunt. This was trying to do control damage. But he ain't say nothing about Cassie. He didn't say, Cassie, I'm sorry, I apologize. I should have never did it. If anybody feels some type of way, I completely understand. He didn't address it head up. He just tried to walk around it instead of just being a man and calling out Cassie's name and apologizing for exactly what you did. He didn't even do that. So this was bullshit. This was bullshit.
Okay, what are you sorry for? Doesn't mention, hey, I know there's this video that got leaked of me doing some disgusting, irreprehensible type of things.
Exactly.
And that conduct is just out of line. It's out of line with me. Like, again, not acknowledging why you're apologizing makes it seem like a stock apology. Exactly. Not acknowledging who you're apologizing to also makes it seem kind of, like it falls on his face. To me, I can't understand why Diddy put this out. I'm like thoroughly confused. And
we just as confused is exactly old speaks, and we just as confused why your dumb ass went on live and incriminated yourself. Right? So we were just as confused as your dumb ass going on. Telling stories about yourself when people wasn't even asking you for your damn situation. So shut up, DJ Akademiks. How you gonna come over here talking about Diddy confused when your dumb ass did the same damn shit? Well, you ain't do the same thing, but people got questions about the shit that you do too. So shut up. All these niggas be sounding stupid, man.
This is one of the times where I would feel like he would know not to really say much, because if there was a time to say much, it would probably be, I can't even say that either. I was going to say when the lawsuit was filed, when he settled, but at that point, why even talk, right? But
the same way that you went on your own platform to talk about a situation that got you in the situation that you in now. Shut up, man. I swear, boy, these niggas just be talking, man. These niggas just be talking. Nigga, you know you're in a lawsuit because of what you said out of your own mouth on your own platform, right? If you just would have shut your damn mouth, you wouldn't even be going through this lawsuit. So shut up.
I think when he did put out that statement, and we're going to go back to that statement, because a lot of people have discussed that statement, because they're saying that, yo, this guy's not apologizing for himself, right? Like, this guy gave an apology really for, he did some self-serving, I'm apologizing just to apologize shit.
Enough is enough.
Because if he really felt like this all along, he would have never put out this statement, which came out months ago, right? For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth.
Now, as we know, that's a cap. All right, so this was a post that Diddy put on his Instagram a while ago saying that he ain't do nothing. All these rumors are just rumors. Well, that's a cap, because the videos, the video evidence says Diddy put his hands on feet for Cassie for $500. Ding, 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 ding. Nigga, guilty.
Okay? Now, y'all gonna have to help me slightly a bit in me trying to figure out the time here, because so much is going on. Did this happen? Did this apology happen after he, not apology. Did this post happen after he settled? I don't know if that's still on his Instagram. Is it still on his Instagram? Let's figure out some dates here, people. Oh, it's still on his Instagram. And by the way, he had the comments off for this one, right? Now, the timing on this was December 6th, right? When did Diddy settle with Cassie? Diddy settles with Cassie. When did Diddy's... Okay, he settled with Cassie back in November. Okay. And this is one of those things that I'm realizing, because everyone's using this statement against him. And by the way, I do have to slow the horses here. I'm not here to give no sympathy for Diddy. There's none of that, bro. But I'm trying to also be factual, right? A lot of people were saying that this was a statement going against Cassie, but he put out the statement after Cassie. So he already settled with Cassie, right? And Cassie didn't allege anything else afterwards, right? He put out a statement. Cassie's lawyer put out a statement. That I believe came in November. This post came in December. And again, I don't know Diddy, I don't know his team, but I think this was probably meant to be the other cases, right? I honestly, and I don't know if y'all looked at it like that, I took Diddy settling in 24 hours as an admission of guilt.
Facts, big facts. That shit, I ain't nobody ever seen nothing like that, especially with Diddy's, especially, if Diddy felt like he didn't do anything wrong, I don't think he would have mind spending the money to see this go through. That nigga settled within 24 hours. That was a world record. That got to be the Guinness World Records of settlement. Especially someone in his position. Guilty. Yeah. Settling under 24 hours. Guilty. All right. In my opinion, he knew he was guilty. Guilty.
I did. I know he said I still ain't do nothing, but I took it as an admission of guilt. 24 hours and... Guilty. Me, I just didn't know what the guilt was, right? I don't know if it was, oh yeah, I really was pimping you out for free offs. I didn't know it was yeah, of course I gave you 5 uppercuts a week. I don't know what the admission was, but I took that. Me personally, guilty. I took that as, oh, okay, you're saying that Cassie wasn't bullshitting. Despite, even if you want to blanketly, which I think his lawyer had put out a statement afterwards, right? Let's read the statement that Diddy put out afterwards, right? So it says, I have decided, okay, the parties announced on Friday that they reached a resolution, and they disclosed no details about the settlement. I've decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. That's what Cassie said. Okay, let's hear what Combs said, right? Diddy. We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best of love. Now, his lawyer, I believe, spoke a little bit more or released another lengthy statement. Let me see. In response, Ben Brafman, well, I guess who cares if people are using this statement? Diddy did say this shit was lies. It don't even matter if, this statement wasn't to Cassie. I guess that's the only thing I was trying to correct. This statement, the enough is enough shit, that's to Lil Rod and them other niggas. And of course, there's a 17-year-old situation. And there's another one.
Appreciate you, Marvin, with the $5. Let's get it, Marvin.
Marvin Nelson. Super chatted $5. Wrong is wrong no matter what color you is, but why we not talking about Vince McMahon too?
Shit, I don't know much about Vince McMahon. What's going on with Vince? Oh yeah, wasn't Vince accused of something? I don't know the full story about Vince. And listen, I'm sure there's a lot of people talking about Vince, right? And this is my thing, right? It's not that I don't want to talk about Vince or anybody else. But let's be serious. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. My phone going on. Let's be honest. Well, I'm gonna talk about myself. I don't be in white people business like that. I don't be in white people business like that. I'm sure there's a lot of white people out there that's on Vince's top that we don't probably know about. I'm sure there's a lot of white content creators that's over here exposing the hell out of Vince McMahon. But I don't be in white people business like that. I'm just gonna keep it honest, right? I'm black. Diddy black. It's not like I'm trying to take my black brothers down, but I don't be in a business like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of hip hop. I've seen hip hop, so I know about Diddy more than like Vince. I just, it's just like, I'm not going to say I'm not interested in it, but I'm sure there's a lot of white people out there that's covering this story about Vince McMahon that is exposing the shit out of him. Shit, I bet you right now I can type in Vince McMahon. It's a lot of people talking about Vince McMahon, even though I know it's a lot of some rumors and stuff going on, but I'm going to keep it a bean. I don't be paying attention to what white people be doing like that. See, look. See, it's a lot of, see, white people talk about white people. Black people talk about black people. I mean, let's just keep it a bean. Look, it's a lot of people on Vince's ass. So it's not like Vince ain't being talked about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the media.
Marvin Nelson
okay.
super chatted $5. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the media in the news.
Yeah. Now, that's different, right? Because the media is definitely covering Diddy, but they ain't say nothing about Vince. Now, that I will agree with. Now, that is definitely questionable. CNN talking about this, all the social media sites and TMZ and all that stuff. How come they ain't talking about Vince? So that's a valid point. But I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't be in white people business like that. Dude, but trust me. White people getting his ass. You know what I mean? White people talking about Vince McMahon, but I just don't be in white people business like that. I'm just going to be honest. So, I appreciate you, Marvin. Let's get into it.
Somebody else, I think Aaron Hall. Yeah, and then there's a few other random ones that popped up. So this statement was to those because they were coming out like day by day, and we were hearing more level of detail that we've never heard before, right? Like, yo, he was just openly drugging people. Yo, he's sending people to booby trap to recruit hoes and sex workers. Like, it was getting every day. There was a new allegation. So I think that's why this came out. But let's be honest, Diddy did deny through his lawyer what Cassie had alleged initially, right? So I guess I'm maybe like trying to be too specific. Fuck it, like the nigga denied it. Don't even matter. Okay, regardless. By the way, let me see what his lawyer said before. So at first, the lawyer was like, Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. Wow, okay. According to the suit, all right, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if the lawyer said, let me look up Ben Brafman.
Who the hell
Diddy.
is that? Who's this?
Here we go. Statement. By the way, this is the attorney this is the attorney. And matter of fact, we'll get into it in a second because let me just give my opinions and then we'll go into like what the lawyer said. Because keep in mind as well, the lawyer who dealt with that particular situation. I'll get into it. Anyway, all right. So y'all heard the apology. I think it's a piss poor apology, man. Yo, I think Diddy has just not acknowledged that his actions of the past is just coming back to haunt him. This felt like someone who was asking for sympathy, but saying he's not asking for sympathy. Like the look on his face, the demeanor, him looking like he's in Bali under this fucking like wooden like little scaffolding or whatever. Like it felt like, yo, have some pity on me, bro. Like I'm really going through it, bro. They're saying I'm a bad guy, but I've been trying to work on myself, right? And now I will be one of the people who says I do believe for many things in life, unless we're going to sentence you to death, I do think there should be paths or a way to redemption, right? But before we ever get there, we also do have to get to the part where you admit shit and where you aren't in denial and you're not gaslighting people. And I think that's where Diddy is. You know, Diddy's trying to skip that main step. Like he's like, you know, he mentioned something in the apology. He said, yo, I got professional help. Well, what's the point of you getting professional help if you're just going to gaslight people to say they're all lying about what you allegedly done or the type of person you allegedly were after you got some help? It feels like you didn't get some help. It feels like you're now being manipulative, right? And you know, another ugly part about this is like, it felt like Diddy, who, you know, if the rumors are true that he purchased this videotape or, you know, and I hate the word purchase the videotape because, and we're going to get into how I think he got this video. I don't think he had this video at the crib. Okay. So when people keep hearing you purchase, this isn't like buying a car. Okay?
Appreciate the new sub. Appreciate the new sub.
Paid for this thing to be destroyed. Yo, delete that tape. Get that tape on out of here. Right. Like, and I know some of y'all really think he's that sick and maybe he is, but I'm just assuming right here. I just don't think he had this tape with him beating his chick at his crib. What was he gonna do? Like watch it every few weeks to remind himself of giving Cassie the beats? No, I think he would want this. This is a guy who has cleverly and diabolically slithered out of every situation for decades. I don't think he's a guy who says, like, you remember that, is it Menace to Society where they kill the people, take the tape, and then they start watching the tape at home? I don't think Diddy's that stupid. Okay, we got the crime on video. Yo, pop it in the VCR real quick. Let's watch the tape off the ass whooping. I don't think Diddy's that stupid. Okay? Now again, I could be wrong too. But we also have to say, if he's that dumb, I don't think he goes damn near 20 years or more than 20 years without getting...
Says the person that had the video. Says the person that had the crime on video and then played it back for the victim, for the quote unquote victim. Man, shut up. Akademiks, don't you have the crime that is being questioned? Don't you got the video and didn't you go back and watch it? This nigga here, man. This nigga just be talking. It sounds good, but man, this nigga
getting caught red-handed in the public eye, right? So when we hear the words, he purchased the tape, I don't think he said, yo, just make a copy for me and I'll give you 20. I think he meant, yo, I'm giving y'all 50 bands, delete this motherfucker. Now, granted, obviously he wasn't deleted because we now see it, but that's what I think this is. Also, Diddy's looking like someone like, he's coming across as the only time he has seen how horrible, which this is one thing I just think he's lying about. He said, I knew then what I did was disgusting. I don't think so. I think if we really asked Diddy to his core, or if he was in secret and knew none of this would ever get out, I'm like, damn, why was you moving like that with Kim Porter, Gina Hugh, whatever her name is?
Diddy would deny this on his deathbed. Diddy would have, if this video would have never came out, Diddy would have never came out and said, I did some things to Cassie that I shouldn't have. He would have denied. So I don't want to hear that shit. Diddy is only apologizing because the video came out. That's it.
Cassie, other bunch of women just beating the brakes off of him. I think Diddy would be like, I come from an era where we beat our bitches to keep him in line. That's what I believe Diddy was saying. I don't think Diddy was doing this like on some random shit. I think Diddy just beat his chicks. He beat them to keep them in line. I'm keeping it being with y'all. I really think that was Diddy's MO. And also everything we've heard about Diddy, that's again unsubstantiated because you know we would hear things like, you know what I mean. Even me, I've never even met Diddy, but I've never been to a party of his. I haven't been a part of many of these things. But you've heard things from the person who was there or the person who knew somebody there. You're like, huh? I think that's just Diddy. You get what I'm saying? I think that's Diddy's MO. That's why I'm looking at him while he's apologizing. I'm like, bruh, your apology is also null and void to me when your apology is clearly only for the reason you got caught. I've always said this. It's a motto I started living by like years ago. And I'm going to tell you how this even applied to me personally, right? Like, because I remember when I went through the whole thing with Chrissy Teigen and I said the B word and they were like, oh my God, you can't call Chrissy Teigen the B word. You got to apologize. And I didn't want to apologize. And the reason why I didn't want to apologize is because of this. I did end up apologizing. I'll tell you why. My motto in apologizing is this. Never apologize for something you would do twice. If you would do it again, don't apologize. Like, you're not apologizing at that point. Don't apologize to people's feelings, right? When I did apologize, I apologized because I knew other women were offended, especially my coworker, who I had so much respect for, which was Nadeska.
I don't want to hear about this shit. I don't want to hear about your goddamn story. Fast forward this shit. Talk about Diddy. I don't want to hear about your damn story. Fuck.
Insensitive. But this video was worse than the Ray Rice video. And again, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to compare domestic violence video to another video, but this was such a blindsided, unprovoked, like, you hitting a woman who can't even see you, about to hit her that she can even brace. She's on the floor looking like she's fucking really hurt. You're kicking her like you're kicking a 60-yard field goal. Like, bro, like, this is bad. I can't even remember an ass whooping this bad, bro. Maybe what was the name of that nigga? Some Zach Stacy or some NFL nigga? That shit was bad too. You get what I'm saying? But this was just horrible. It was horrible. And, I think Diddy should just, like, chilled out. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have just, like, played the background. There's not much you can say here. You're guilty. You're guilty of this allegation, at least, right? If people are going to accept you back or have some sympathy for you, by the way, before I get to them, him issuing this apology, to me, was probably another clue into what Diddy's strategy might be for this whole entire situation. I think Diddy is hoping that the public is going to have some sympathy, or perhaps might over time, not now.
How the fuck you going to have sympathy for a man that ran out of the room in a towel, no socks, no shoes, probably was ashy, stank breath, farting and shitting, ran over to the woman, then just karate chopped her right in the neck, hit her in the neck, threw her down, kicked her twice, and then dragged her? Man, bro, ain't no coming back from that, bro. We seen the video. And just imagine, not only that, then backed her in the corner. She was in the corner. Then he was sitting down, probably talking hella shit to her. Grabbed her vase and then threw it at her. Come on, man. Nah, bro. We can't unsee what we seen. Nah. That
over
shit
time,
is
let's
crazy.
say if he doesn't